Veno Structural Resonance Part 1. July 11, 2007. Transcribed and typed by Veno through the interdimensional portal. Date: November 7, 2007. In the beginning, I have been in Bernard's body, directing him here on earth through his process of self-realization beyond everything and everyone that is of this world, that is of consciousness designed enslavement and control. Directing him, by me amalgamating with him as one here on earth, is how I had the ability to specifically direct him. It did not consist of any dimensional intervention. No, it was complete 3D directive principles that I used. See, you have the total and complete dimensional existence where you go to when you die, and then you have the 3D dimensional existence where you remain here on earth. Yet, you are able to observe everything as though you're looking through a specified X-ray mechanism. Meaning that you don't only see the pictures as humans do through their physical human eyes, as they view the world, and the universe, and other human beings, etc., you see that which designs and formulates the picture's manifestation, that which exists behind the picture, within the picture, and as the picture. The concise history of the development of the structural resonance. So, what at the moment here on earth, and has for eons of time, is currently actually directing the course of humanity, human beings' structural resonance. What is human beings' structural resonance? It is the following. The development thereof I will explain in point form, and I'm starting at the very beginning. The soul construct was designed and infused within human beings so that the dimensional beings were able to keep track of the being's progression from one life to another, the reincarnation process/system. The white light system was infused as an entire grid-line structure here on earth where beings, once born and come of age, were allocated and placed in a specific cross point within the white light grid-line structure. They would remain in this specifically allocated cross-point placement within the white light grid-line structure so that the dimensional beings have the ability to keep track of their lives and experiences of themselves here on earth, making sure they don't move beyond the boundaries of the entire enslavement and control system within themselves and here on earth. The dimensional beings in charge of keeping track of all human beings and making sure they remain locked into the system referred to this crosspoint as their 3D allocation. This is where the soul within the being's solar plexus would lock into the crosspoint, as well as their mind consciousness system of the white light gridline structure, forming their 3D allocation placement here on earth, and so they would live their pre-programmed human lives and experience of themselves as pre-programmed mind consciousness systems. The mathematical numeric equation design of the mind consciousness systems and the white light grid-line structure was done by Marduk. The structural format of the white light grid-line structure and the mind consciousness systems consisted of mathematical numeric equations, of which Marduk was a master and genius. The reason for this was because the pre-programmed mind consciousness system within human beings required to lock into the white light grid-line structure on Earth so that the human being's pre-programmed mind consciousness system became the pre-programmed experience of themselves here on Earth. The human beings' lives and the experiences of themselves here on Earth was a reflection or projection of the pre-programmed mind consciousness system within them, all done to specifically keep track and control humanity to remain enslaved within the system. Anu was more responsible for the design of the human physical body and the placement of the entire Trinity enslavement and control system, which was, as I have mentioned, the pre-programmed mind consciousness systems, the soul construct, and the white light grid-line structure. Enki assisted Anu with the more intricate designs of the human physical body, such as the DNA, the male and female organ designs, the brain, etc. Also, how exactly the mind consciousness system would be infused within the physical body, so that the physical body supports the existence of the mind consciousness system infused within it, and vice versa. Enlil structured the more intricate relationship placement between the entire Trinity enslavement and control system, meaning how exactly human beings will be placed within their 3D allocation within the white light grid-line structure, and how their mind consciousness system and the soul construct within the individual human beings will be locked into their 3D allocation cross-point placement to design their pre-programmed life experiences here on Earth. The complete lock-in of human beings in their 3D allocation cross-point placement was done with the mind consciousness systems within them at the back of their neck and the soul construct within them, which was done in the solar plexus. As the human beings experience their pre-programmed lives here on Earth, the information of their entire life is transferred from their mind consciousness system into the soul construct within them, which remain there, and which the human beings keep with them, life after life after life. The soul construct within them, as the soul which is placed in their solar plexus is from which their book of life is written and filed in the Akashic records in the dimensions. Human beings' lives, through the reincarnation process/system, never differ from one life to the next. The essence of who they are within the system remain the same, and therefore they may be placed in different countries with different beings surrounding them as they reincarnate from one life to the next. Yet, the experiences of themselves as who they are within the system remain exactly the same, meaning that they'll have the exact same inner conflicts, the exact same problems and worries and concerns. Their thought construct within them remain the same, etc. This who they are within the system is referred to as their structural resonance. Way in the beginning of Earth time, when the Anunnaki, the main players being Marduk, Anu, Enki, and Enlil, prepared for the initialization of their creation as the entire Trinity enslavement and control system, they had everything prepared. They had taken over existence and had most beings in existence captured as their slaves to power their entire Trinity enslavement and control system creation. The physical bodies with the mind consciousness systems within them were already placed on Earth, with the Atlanteans split within them into two parts. One part unconscious within the physical body to power the mind consciousness system, and the other part imprisoned dimensionally, yet still attached to the other part in the physical body, left there with no purpose whatsoever, but to remain there and assist with the powering of the mind consciousness system within the physical body. The white light grid line structure was placed on Earth interdimensionally, in the 3D dimensional existence, which I spoke of earlier, the 3D X-ray dimensional existence. The white light grid line structure was locked into the human being's soul construct system within them, and the mind consciousness system within them. All this already prepared. Some of the Anunnaki's slaves were placed on Earth as human beings infused and imprisoned within the human physical bodies to power and become the pre-programmed mind consciousness systems within them. The other captured slaves were placed in the dimensions to be designed in becoming masters, angels, gods, goddesses, guides, ascended masters, which was done to basically entertain humanity with beliefs and hope of there being a higher power/source which exists within existence, or to stand in charge of the white light construct/reincarnation process/channelings as gatekeepers/protectors of the entire Trinity enslavement and control system, etc. Or they were placed as demons to generate fear within humanity, and also dimensional beings, demons imprisoned in a dimension parallel to Earth's dimension within their own personal hell, dividing the dimensions into different levels to incorporate the ascension process/belief both here on Earth and in the dimensions, supporting and assisting in giving dimensional beings and humanity a purpose or reason for their existence, which was just another method used to keep the Anunnaki's slaves as all beings who were placed either on Earth or in the dimensions within the entire Trinity enslavement and control system busy. Thus, with everything prepared, Anu, Enki, Enlil, and Marduk started the initialization of their entire Trinity enslavement and control system the moment they were satisfied that all the beings they had captured as slaves to power their creation were effectively and specifically placed. This being the design of the structural resonance. This designed structural resonance will be the stabilizing design within beings as who they really are, and will remain within the system into infinity. Infinity defined according to the remainder of the existence of the entire Trinity enslavement and control system. The structural resonance design will become who they are within this system. This who they are will remain as them throughout their existence within the Trinity enslavement and control system. Anu, Enki, Enlil and Marduk set all their slaves they had captured within existence through a one-life experience here on earth, meaning that their entire first life experience here on earth was manifested to design their structural resonance as who they really are, and will remain throughout their entire experience from here on after within the system, meaning that they had dimensional beings, never before experiencing themselves here on earth, go through the birthing process here on earth and manifest within a human physical body. Basically, they would be birthed into the entire Trinity enslavement and control system, which is also able to be referred to as the consciousness system on earth. As they experience themselves here on earth, come of age, participate with the other human beings on earth, they design their own structural resonance. This structural resonance would consist, for instance, of how they think, how they participate with others, what they experience within themselves through trusting and following their emotions and feelings, thoughts and words of others, etc., what relationships they develop, how they experience themselves within the relationships that are developed, how they interpret and perceive the world, how exactly they fit into the world amongst other human beings, etc. Understand that the structural resonance design only came about when the four main players, Anu, Enki, Enlil and Marduk, had their entire Trinity enslavement and control system satisfactorily placed, as I have explained. In terms of the specific design of the structural resonance, I am explaining this as I will be going into detail with my experience with Bernard as I directed him in this world through, and as his structural resonance. Therefore, your design as who you really are within the system as the structural resonance as defined and designed by yourself during your first ever Earth life experience with assistance of the white light grid line structure, the soul construct, and the mind consciousness system, remain with you as you remain imprisoned in the reincarnation system, remaining within and as the structural resonance as who you really are in the system, life after life after life. Right, so, here I have explained the short and concise history of the development of the structural resonance and where it comes from. Had to do this so that human beings get where I come from when I start sharing my experience within, and as Bernard's structural resonance, and how I was able to direct him throughout his process. In Part 2, I will be explaining the design of the structural resonance in the human physical body, which is to follow shortly. Thanks. Veno.